You made it to the final transformation. And if you're here, you're already different from who you were when you started video 1. Think about it. In video 1, you discovered the shocking truth. You were programmed for poverty from childhood. Those 5 destructive programs weren't your thoughts. They were inherited code running your life without permission. In video 2, you learned the deprogramming protocols, the 3-second intervention, the millionaire morning protocol, the complete daily system to break automatic poverty responses and install wealth patterns. But here's what separates temporary change from permanent transformation. What separates people who try to change from people who become completely different. The creation of an external wealth system that supports and amplifies your internal reprogramming. Because you can reprogram your brain perfectly, but if your external reality, your finances, your income streams, your daily structure is still organized around poverty, you'll constantly battle against your environment. Today, we build the complete wealth operating system. Today, you learn to create an external architecture so aligned with prosperity that wealth becomes inevitable, not just possible. The question burning now should be, how do I structure my entire financial life so that becoming wealthy is the path of least resistance, the automatic outcome, the default result? Let's finish what we started. Here's something that shocked me when I first studied wealthy people. They don't have more willpower than you. They don't have more discipline. They don't work harder. They have better systems. Robert Kiyosaki talks about this in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Poor people work for money. Rich people make money work for them. But what does that actually mean in practice? It means having a financial command center, a comprehensive system that gives you total visibility and control over your money flows. The 5-number dashboard. Most people operate financially blind. They have a vague sense of not enough, but no precise data. And you cannot manage what you don't measure. Every Sunday evening, during your weekly wealth recalibration, you track exactly 5 numbers. Number 1. Total income, all sources. Not just your salary. Everything. Freelance work, side hustles, investments, found money, gift money, every single dollar that came in this week. Why track everything? Because your brain needs to see that money flows from multiple directions. When you only track your salary, you unconsciously believe that's your only source. But when you track all sources, you start to notice, and therefore attract, more diverse income. Number 2. Total expenses, categorized. Break this into 2 categories only, necessary versus discretionary. Necessary, rent, utilities, food, insurance, debt payments. Discretionary, everything else. The goal isn't to judge yourself. It's to gain crystal clear awareness of where money actually goes. I did this exercise honestly for the first time at age 32. The results horrified me. I was spending 43% of my income on discretionary items that brought 0 lasting value. Coffee shop, visits, impulse purchases, subscriptions I forgot I had. No wonder I felt broke. 43% of my income was evaporating into nothing. Number 3. Savings rate, percentage. This is the most important number. Take your total income, subtract your total expenses, divide the remaining by total income. That's your savings rate. If you make $5,000 and save $500, your savings rate is 10%. Wealthy people obsess over this number because your savings rate determines how fast you build wealth. A 10% savings rate means you save 1 year of expenses for every 9 years of work. A 50% savings rate means you save 1 year of expenses for every 1 year of work. That's the difference between working 40 years and working 10 years to achieve financial independence. Number 4. Net worth. Assets minus liabilities. Your net worth is the real scorecard, not your income, your net worth. You can make $200,000 per year and have negative net worth if you're drowning in debt and spending everything. Or you can make $50,000 and have a net worth of $300,000 if you save aggressively and invest wisely. Calculate this monthly. Watch it grow. This number is your real wealth. Number 5. Value created. Impact delivered. This one is subjective but crucial. How much value did you create this week? How many clients served? How many problems solved? How many people helped? Why track this? Because money is a lagging indicator. Value created is a leading indicator. If your value creation is increasing, your income will increase. It's just delayed by weeks or months. When my income plateaued years ago, I started tracking value created obsessively. Within 3 months, my income followed upward. Technique number 9. The weekly financial review ritual. Every Sunday at exactly 8 p.m., I sit with my financial dashboard for precisely 30 minutes. No distractions. Phone off. Computer closed except for my tracking spreadsheet. Minutes 1 through 10. Update the 5 numbers with precision. Minutes 11 through 15. Calculate trends. Am I improving? Declining? Stagnant? Minutes 16 through 20. Identify the one financial decision I need to make this week. Minutes 21 through 25. Identify the one highest value action for this week. Minutes 26 through 30. Visualize my financial target and feel it as already accomplished. This ritual transformed my relationship with money. Before this, money was this nebulous, anxiety-inducing thing. After this, money became data. Clear, manageable, controllable. And when you feel in control, the anxiety disappears. When anxiety disappears, wealth decisions become easier. Here's the brutal truth that nobody wants to hear. If you have only one income source, you don't have financial security. You have a single point of failure. One layoff, one illness, one market shift, and your entire financial life collapses. Wealthy people understand this instinctively. They build multiple streams, not for greed, for anti-fragility. The 4-stream foundation. After studying dozens of millionaires and testing this myself, I've identified the optimal structure. 4 income streams, built sequentially, each funding the next. Stream 1. Primary income, your foundation. This is your current job or business, your stable base. The goal isn't to quit this immediately. The goal is to optimize it while building the others. How to optimize? Every quarter, ask, how can I increase the value I deliver in my current role by 20%? Then do it. Then negotiate compensation that reflects that increased value. I did this systematically. Every 3 months, I documented new value I created. Then I scheduled a conversation with my manager. Within 18 months, my salary increased by 63%. Same company, same role, but massively increased value delivery. Stream 2. Skill-based side income, your leverage. This is income from your existing skills applied outside your primary job. Examples: consulting, freelancing, coaching, teaching. The key is to choose something that leverages what you already know, so you don't have to spend years learning before earning. The 3-month side stream launch. Month 1. Identify 3 skills you have that people would pay for right now. Month 2. Create one simple offer. Price it. Write 1 page explaining what you deliver and for whom. Month 3. Reach out to 20 potential clients. You need to hear no 15 times to get to yes 5 times. I launched my first side stream, financial coaching, using exactly this timeline. Month 1. Identified that I had figured out my own finances and could help others. Month 2. Created a simple 8-week coaching package for $1,500. Month 3. Reached out to 30 people in my network, got 7 clients. That's $10,500 in month 3. Not life-changing, but it proved the concept. Stream 3. Scalable digital asset, your multiplier. This is where you create something once and sell it repeatedly. Examples: online course, ebook, template pack, software tool, membership community. The magic of digital assets. They scale infinitely without proportional effort increase. You create it once, it earns forever. The 6-month digital asset build. Month 1. Validate the idea. Survey 10 potential customers. Ask if they'd buy it. Month 2. Create the minimum viable version. Not perfect, just valuable. Month 3. Launch to small audience, 50 to 100 people. Month 4. Gather feedback and improve based on real customer input. Month 5. Create simple marketing system. Email sequence, social posts, referral system. Month 6. Scale marketing while product sells itself. I created my first digital product, a financial planning spreadsheet with training videos, following this exact timeline. First month revenue, $800 from 12 customers. Current monthly revenue from that same product with 0 additional work, $3,200. It took 6 months to build. It's been earning for 4 years. Stream 4. Investment income, your freedom. This is money generated from assets working for you. Examples: stock dividends, real estate rental income, peer-to-peer lending interest. Business ownership stakes. This is the final stream because it requires capital, which comes from streams 1 through 3. The investment acceleration strategy. Take 20% of all income from streams 2 and 3, not stream 1, that's for living expenses. Automatically transfer it to an investment account. Never touch this account. Let it compound. With a modest 7% annual return, if you invest $1,000 per month, in 20 years you have $521,000. In 30 years, $1.2 million. That's not get rich quick. That's mathematical certainty. Technique number 10, the stream sequencing system. Here's the exact timeline I recommend. Months 1 through 6. Optimize stream 1 while researching stream 2 months 7 through 12. Launch stream 2 while maintaining stream 1 months 13 through 18. Systematize stream 2. Begin building stream 3 months 19 through 24. Launch stream 3 while streams 1 and 2 run months 25 through 36. All 3 streams flowing. Begin aggressive investment in stream 4. This is a 3-year plan. Not sexy, not fast, but absolutely mathematically effective. I followed this timeline precisely. Year 1, salary plus coaching side, income. Year 2, salary, coaching, and digital products. Year 3, all 3 flowing, began serious investing. Year 5, investment income alone exceeded my original salary. If this complete system is giving you the exact roadmap you've been searching for, like this video right now, drop a comment with freedom so I know this is landing, and make sure you're subscribed because I release advanced wealth building content weekly. Now we enter the final level, building wealth that transcends your lifetime. Because here's what I realized after building multiple income streams and hitting 6 figures. Money alone doesn't bring fulfillment. Purpose does. Impact does. Legacy does. Napoleon Hill discovered this studying the most successful people in America. Every single one had what he called definiteness of purpose, a reason for wealth that went beyond personal comfort. Andrew Carnegie's purpose was building libraries. Henry Ford's was making transportation accessible. Thomas Edison's was illuminating the world. What's yours? The Legacy Vision Protocol set aside 2 hours completely alone. No phone, no distractions, just you and a notebook. Answer these 5 questions with brutal honesty. Question 1. The deathbed test. If I'm on my deathbed at age 85, looking back, what do I need to have built, created, or contributed to die with complete peace? Don't rush this. The first answer is usually superficial. Dig deeper. Keep asking why until you hit the real answer. Question 2. The impact metric. How do I want to be remembered? What specific impact do I want to have had on the world? Not, I want to be rich. That's not a legacy. But I want to have helped 1,000 families achieve financial freedom. That's a legacy. Question 3. The wealth purpose. What will I use my wealth to build, create, or change in the world? This is crucial. Wealth without purpose creates anxiety, not fulfillment. But wealth aligned with purpose creates unstoppable drive. Question 4. The generational transfer. What wisdom, values, and systems will I pass to the next generation? Not just money, but the mindset that created the money. Because you can leave someone $10 million, but if they have poverty programming, they'll lose it within 5 years. Statistics show 70% of wealthy families lose their wealth by the second generation, 90% by the third. Why? Because they transferred money, but not mindset. Question 5. The action bridge. What's the one action I can take in the next 30 days that moves me toward this legacy? This makes it real, not someday. Not when you're rich. Now. I went through this protocol 3 years ago. My answer surprised me. My legacy purpose. Help 1 million people break free from poverty programming and build generational wealth. The impact metric. Not how much money I make, but how many people I help achieve financial freedom. The wealth purpose. Build a foundation that provides financial education to underserved communities. The generational transfer. Create a complete documented system of wealth mindset and financial strategy that my children inherit. Not just money, but the operating system that creates money. The 30-day action. Start this video series sharing everything I learned. That's why you're watching this right now. This is my legacy work. The 10-year wealth vision. Jeff Bezos has a famous principle. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. So let's think in decades, not months. Where do you want to be financially in 10 years? Be specific. Write the exact number. Now reverse engineer it. If that's year 10, where do you need to be in year 5? If that's year 5, where in year 3? If that's year 3, where in year 1? If that's year 1, where in month 6? If that's month 6, what needs to happen this month? If that's this month, what's the one action you take tomorrow? Suddenly, your 10-year vision has a specific action for tomorrow morning. That's the power of reverse engineering. Technique number 11, the compound. Decade strategy. Here's the mathematical reality of compound growth that changes everything. If you improve your financial situation by just 10% per year, not doubling, not tripling, just 10%, in 10 years you're 2.59 times better off. But if you improve by 20% per year, in 10 years you're 6.2 times better off. The difference between 10 and 20% annual growth is the difference between moderate comfort and generational wealth. So the question becomes, what are the 2 or 3 leverage points that, if optimized, would give you 20% annual growth? For most people, it's 1. Increasing the value they deliver, and therefore what they charge. 2. Building scalable income streams, not just trading time for money. 3. Investing aggressively and consistently, letting compound interest work. Focus obsessively on these 3. Ignore everything else. The generational wealth transfer system. Finally, let's talk about transferring not just wealth, but wealth consciousness. I created what I call the Wealth Legacy Vault, a comprehensive documented system that my children will inherit. It contains Section 1. The origin story. Where I came from financially, the poverty programming I inherited, the mistakes I made, the breakthroughs I had, all documented in detail. Why? So they understand the journey, not just the destination. Section 2. The core principles. The 20 principles that govern how I think about and handle money, each principle with examples of how I applied it and what resulted. Section 3. The complete systems. Every system documented in this video series, the financial command center, the multiple streams architecture, the daily protocols, everything. Section 4. The failure log. Every financial mistake I made and what I learned, because failure is expensive, but learning from someone else's failure is free. Section 5. The advisor network. A list of every mentor, advisor, and expert who helped me, with introductions already arranged for my children when they're ready. This isn't just money. This is a complete operating system for creating and maintaining wealth across generations. I'm building this now, while I'm 39. So by the time my children are 18, they inherit not just wealth, but wealth consciousness. So here we are, the end of the trilogy. But really, the beginning of your new financial life. Let's recap the complete transformation. Video 1. The Awakening. You discovered you were programmed for poverty. You identified the 5 destructive programs. You learned the 4 reprogramming techniques. Video 2. The Transformation. You learned to break automatic poverty responses. You installed the Millionaire Morning Protocol. You committed to 90 days of consistent reprogramming. Video 3. The Mastery. You built your financial command center. You designed your multiple streams architecture. You created your legacy vision. This is the complete system, not theory, not motivation. A proven, tested, systematic approach to breaking poverty programming and building generational wealth. But here's the final truth, the one that determines whether this works for you or not. You are at a fork in the road right now. Path 1. You close this video feeling inspired. Maybe you implement for a few days. Maybe you try some techniques. But within 2 weeks, old patterns creep back in. The poverty programming reasserts control, and you're back where you started, wondering why nothing ever changes. Path 2. You make a non-negotiable commitment right now. You declare that the old programming ends today. You implement every system in this trilogy for a minimum of 90 consecutive days, and you watch your entire financial reality transform. There is no middle path. You either commit completely or you don't. So here's what you do in the next 5 minutes. Action 1. Go to the comments and write this exact declaration. I commit to 90 consecutive days of the complete wealth operating system, starting insert tomorrow's date. My legacy begins now. Action 2. Set 3 alarms on your phone right now. 6 a.m. Millionaire Morning Protocol, 8 p.m. Evening Wealth Integration, Sunday, 8 p.m. Weekly Financial Review Action. 3. Open your Notes app and write down your answers to the 5 legacy vision questions. Don't wait. Do it now while the clarity is fresh. Action 4. Calculate your 5 dashboard numbers for this current week. Establish your baseline so you can track progress. Action 5. Schedule time this weekend to map out your 4-stream architecture. Where are you now? Where's each stream going? Action 6. Tell one person about your 90-day commitment. Accountability makes it real. Action 7. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and drop mastery in the comments so I know you completed the trilogy. And if you want the complete implementation package, every spreadsheet, every template, every script from this entire trilogy, grab it from the link in the first comment. It's the complete roadmap, the final truth. Let me tell you something that might sound harsh but is absolutely true. 5 years from now, you will either be significantly wealthier than today, or you will be in roughly the same place, just 5 years older. The difference isn't luck, it isn't opportunity, it isn't circumstance. The difference is whether you executed this system or not, because poverty programming doesn't disappear on its own. It compounds. It gets stronger every year you let it run unchallenged. But the opposite is also true. Wealth programming, once installed and consistently reinforced, also compounds. Every day you practice these systems, they become stronger, more automatic, more natural. Until one day, maybe 6 months from now, maybe 18 months, you'll look at an opportunity, and your automatic response will be excitement instead of fear. You'll look at your bank account and feel abundance instead of anxiety. You'll make a financial decision and realize you're thinking like a wealthy person without even trying. That's when you'll know the reprogramming is complete. My personal promise. I built this trilogy because I lived the poverty programming for 3 decades. I know the exact pain of working hard and staying broke. I know the frustration of self-sabotage you can't explain. I know the anxiety of checking your bank account with fear. And I also know the profound peace of breaking free. This exact system documented in these 3 videos, took me from negative net worth at age 32 to multiple 6 figures in assets by age 39. From 1 income source to 4. From automatic poverty responses to automatic wealth responses. It worked for me. It's worked for hundreds of people I've coached through it. It will work for you. But only if you do the work. The trilogy is complete. Your transformation begins now. Thank you for trusting me with these 3 videos. Thank you for committing to breaking free from poverty programming. Thank you for choosing to become the wealthy, prosperous, legacy-building person you were always meant to be. Now close this video and take action 1 from the list above, right now, before the old programming talks you out of it. Your 90 days start tomorrow. Your legacy starts today. See you on the other side, where poverty programming is just a memory and generational wealth is your reality.